Good morning and welcome to my stream. And today I'm going to be drawing. It is going to be a OC pause challenge. So pretty excited to start this. Let's pull up the pause challenge. So I am going to start the video over. I just want to give credit to this person, which is BeADuck15. They're the one who created this challenge. So I'm gonna go back up, so that way it starts over and we can get the gender of this character. Okay, here we go. Alright, so he is going to be male. So I'm gonna start off with just a sketch for a male character. And I'm going to go ahead and put the music back on. Put something to listen to. There we go. So let's get started. I always sketch with a different color pen. So let's go ahead and get started. I am currently listening to a YouTube channel called Game Chops. If you guys like the music, the music is quite good. And I enjoy listening to it while I stream. Alright, so we're going to make him male because that was the first option for the pause challenge. And I don't actually draw a lot of males, a lot of guys in my work. I do know how to, but I like to draw pretty anime girls, and so this will be a little bit of a challenge for me. Maybe I'll keep that pointier chin. I need a bigger eraser. Let's do this. So we'll see how this goes when I draw this. So I was gonna draw in his ears, but considering that he has no features yet, because we haven't picked any for him, we'll just have this kind of blank image here and go about picking a new or getting another feature. I was gonna pause the music, but it's fine. We'll just, oops. Oh, there it goes. All right, so we've got the first part, kind of. Oops. Yeah. Oh, and he looks like he's going to be an angel. Going back to the image, and we'll give him it's just a simple halo, and so he's gonna have, I'm gonna just kind of put it into the sketch here, and that will let me know and remind me that he is supposed to be an angel. I drew him pretty close. Maybe I'll back up a little bit since he's gonna have wings. Oops. In the sketch, so maybe we can see a little bit of his wings. If I want to get this completed before the end of the stream, I can't do like a full body. That would take way too long. It takes me a very long time to get like a full body image. So we've got what will end up looking like a male. And then I have wings. And then let's get the rest of this. We need a skin tone. Alright, he's got a darker skin tone. I don't know if I can do color picker from a video, but I can if I copy and paste it. Oh, yes. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have that pulled up correctly. And I'm gonna hide that layer actually, because we'll do that later in the coloring process. But I wanted to make sure that I had it available for color picking later. Alright, let's continue. Oh, it's hair. Ooh, I like that for a guy, so that's gonna be really interesting. Let's do this. Let's pull that out and have it as a reference, because I don't sketch the hair. I draw it straight on to the image the way that I want, so at least I have the reference for it later. And then let's continue. We've got hair color. Ooh, white hair or silver hair. We'll pull that for later. And I didn't want to redo any of this. I want it to be exactly what I get, and that so everyone sees what I get. All right, and last item. Oh, eyes. He does not look very happy, I will say. So let's put this here so I can reference it later. Eyes are something I don't do necessarily in the initial sketching process, so I want to have that reference on there for later. So this is eye color. Ooh, purple eyes. I like that. This is gonna be an interesting character. An angel with purple eyes. Alright, let's keep going. His mouth. That is a mouth I quite like to draw, and I'm just so I don't forget to draw it, I'm just adding it here. I don't need it necessarily for a reference, just kind of to refer back to what I got. Alright, next item. Oh, clothing, and stop. Ooh, I like where this is going. Alright, well, let's get that for reference. I may have to readjust my guy on the canvas here, and let's hide that layer real quick. That's for later reference. Is there any more to this? Oh, alright, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I have all my little references saved on here, so I can add this as I go. My process is a little bit different. I do remember him. Oh yes, I did choose a hair, so I'll be doing that. Like I said, there's no cheating, there's no redos. I am going to be doing this exactly the way that it came out in the first place. So let's get back to that layer. I'm going to, oops, not zoom in so much. I'm going to take him put him right there. And well, let's get started. Let's do this. I want to pull something up so I can see it real quick. Different poses and stuff, or references, just to help keep an idea of what I want to do. Where is... Let's make it smaller so it doesn't block OBS completely, so I can see if there's any questions, any chats, anything like that. I just like having lots of images. I don't necessarily reference from any one particular picture. I like to reference from like multiples and just kind of get ideas and that kind of things. And so we're gonna go forward. Oops. Yes, we'll work with this for now. All right, let's give him, just got a plain kind of idea of what we're gonna put in here. He's for this challenge, I'm gonna go in with a different pen. I like the way that this particular pen draws versus the regular G pen. It's a wispier, I guess, is what I would say. It draws a little bit differently, so that's why I would switch to this one quite often. And I don't do a lot of sketching. I just kind of get an idea, place something there, and then take my time drawing, just straight like what would be considered the inking process, I guess. It didn't specify that I had to do any particular type of hair, just that he had to, or any particular type of ears, just that he had to be an angel. So I'm gonna give him typical human ears and work from there. Oh boy, come on, ears. Let's do this just a tad bit more. Like I said, I don't draw a lot of guys, but I can draw guys. I usually stick with the anime ladies out there. It's what I enjoy drawing. I'll take the time typically to make the ear, but depending on how the hair goes, a lot of times it gets covered up. That's okay. I feel like it makes it, at least I have some idea where the ear is, just in case. And have an idea, and then some of this is gonna get changed. I mean, I haven't decided. I think his Adam's apple would be there, and I'll get his shoulders in. What I drew there is just kind of like guides, but he's gonna have much broader shoulders than this. And if I remember, and I don't, because I have to look it up, the eyes are kind of sad. He kind of has some sad eyes. That's hair color. That's, which I'll get to his hair later. So this must be eyes. Alright, so he's kind of gonna have almost a sad look on his face. And so let's so if I draw I like to draw in his nose, even if I end up changing this a little bit. I will draw this in, and I might go in here and change his face just a bit, his face shape a little bit, so it looks a little bit better. Let's see. He's got, like I said, what got chosen are these kind of sad, almost maybe tired eyes. But I have a tendency to want to draw in and have him look like at the camera. So looking at the camera, but sad, maybe even tired kind of look. And that's too big. Just kind of get an idea of how I want to do this. Let's see if we can make him a beautiful anime man alongside this kind of sad demeanor, sad look. Maybe he's sad. Maybe he's a sad angel because he's sad at the way the world is currently, the state of the world. Maybe that's the reason why he's just so sad, kind of depressed looking. I typically will draw my characters normally quite happy. I prefer my characters to look happy, at least in look, than anything else. And I think it should be good. It is gonna have this kind of sad, maybe not. Just trying to copy the way that the look on the original, as far as the eyebrows go. Not necessarily like the exact style, but the shape of the eyebrows and everything. It gave me a mouth, I believe, so I'm gonna wait to do that. I may end up like moving his features just a tad. And let's get his other eye in. his lashes in. Fix this up a little bit. Come in here and draw his other lashes here. And it might end up giving him some fuller lashes. We'll see. I was thinking about what to do for a stream for a little bit this morning, and I really wanted to do, and then I thought about doing a challenge. I was kind of looking through TikTok and shorts to kind of get an idea what kind of challenge, and I came across the drawing challenges, and I was like, you know, I've always wanted to do one of these pause challenges, but I hadn't even given it a try. I've given other challenges like let's create an OC, and it be your birthday creates this on that character, creates the eye color, and I've done one of those, but I haven't done a pause challenge at all. So hopefully this character comes out looking good. I need a bigger pen. And everything. There are all kinds of things that I like about doing the challenges. It kind of like gives my art muscles, I guess, a stretch. And let's do, I feel like this eyelid or this bottom eyelid should be a little bit higher to match the other side. That's an eraser. So kind of have, as most people would, you would see the lash come out a little bit. I always have a harder time getting male characters to look the way that I want. I think this is going okay so far. I kind of want to do this with his. I feel like now it's too high. There we go. I have this line. Pupil? No, pupil's an iris? Iris. I have his iris touching the bottom line, and I have a hard time making that happen for the other side, or matching it. And since I will typically draw in a 3/4, I think that's good. I think that will work. And since I typically draw 3/4, I'm not gonna clearly flip the eye or anything like that. It's gotta match on its own, and I gotta do that work on my own. Okay, let's get his other eyebrow, which also kind of makes him look a little sad. That's good. the character is coming out pretty good. Oh, I did get a mouth. I can delete this layer for the eyes. And that's his skin tone. That's his hair. Eyes. No, got a mouth somewhere. There it is. So this is gonna be interesting with these eyes, right? He's gonna have an interesting look to him. That this little little Mew face. I like I think it's gonna come out kind of funny, but we'll see. Now he's got, it really changes the look on his face quite a bit. I would kind of like to give the corners of the mouth a little bit more volume when I draw. Now it's kind of like he's blushing, to be honest. That's kind of cute. I didn't draw his face on a top of a different layer. So if I have to make adjustments to his eyes, I think his eyes are in a good position. But I think that he needs a little bit of a chin, and maybe I'll fix this line a little bit too. Maybe I don't like his chin the way that is, but I think I like the look now. I honestly thought it was gonna come out kind of weird looking when I was gonna draw it, but I kind of like his face now. I am gonna redraw his jawline here. That's too big. Thanks. Don't. No. Let's see if we can turn this and get this angle a little bit. Nope. Getting there. Does that? How do I like this? His chin's too big. It's getting there. I think I like that better. I'm gonna get rid of this here so I can get a clearer look at his face. I do. I like that better. I'm gonna make this line a little bit better. It was kind of, no, I don't want to get rid of that entire layer. That will make me very sad. Maybe give a little bit more volume to the cheek lines. I think I like that. Okay, and now, yes, maybe adjust his ears a little bit and see how that goes. Maybe now his ears are not proportionate to his, maybe I'm just gonna redraw it. I don't like it. Goodbye, ear. See ya later. There we go. I'm gonna completely redraw his ear. Now that I have a face to go with his ear. Come on, ear. Too big. And curve in. Make it look right. I think that looks fine. He's gonna have I think it's too big. I like the shape of it, but I think maybe it's a little too big, or it's not going back further enough in space, I guess. Maybe I'm not the greatest with ears. They're a bit more challenging for me. Alright, I think that's fine. I think his ears are fine. I think if I need to make more adjustments, I may not need to even have his ear there, so I could just be drawing it for no reason, but I always do that. I always draw the ear for almost no reason at all, because the hair will typically cover it. So he has, let's make the rest of his neck. There we go. And I like that so far. I can get rid of the face. Where's this? The mouth layer. Now that I have that going, maybe his features a little too wide. Put back on this layer and kind of adjust this eye just a smidge. I kind of feel like his features are a little bit too far apart. And then I'm gonna adjust his nose just a smidge. So let's and let's move that line up just a bit, and thin it out that way and fill it in here. There you go. I like that so far. I think his features work a little bit better here. Alright. That's it for that. I'm gonna erase this top line here because this is probably gonna change just a bit more. Alright. I've got that. Have his neck go all the way up, even though I'm gonna probably hide all of that with his hair. I'm gonna add a new layer so I can add his hair. That is what we got for hair. I actually quite like it. I think it's quite nice. I like male characters with longer hair. Do I have that layer? I selected. Let's move it just that's fine there, actually. So he's gonna have 2 long bangs and very messy kind of hair. Go back to this layer. Go back to this pen. And it is... I'm gonna try a couple of things as I do this. You're gonna probably see me delete quite a bit going forward. So he's got, even though it's not quite like that, it's just kind of like a his hair's gonna end up reminding me of Sephiroth. I am a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I probably have played that game over and over again, and I think that's his forehead's maybe too big, maybe. And I absolutely love he's got Sephiroth. He's I think he's a great character. I like his silver hair, and this character gets to have that silver hair. I kind of like this, but maybe I told you he would end up top of his. And I maybe give him an actual forehead. There we go. I think that could look good. Maybe. Let's see how this ends up going. It does look like it's kind of messy, so we'll maybe give him another bang that I know it's not exactly like the picture. Well, just for sake, just because, you know, it looks like it looks like it would be kind of messy. Or it looks kind of messy in this little reference. So I'm gonna attempt to do that here. Once again, not really. The hardest thing for me is drawing this bang on this side. But I think that's right. Give him. I'm gonna draw this little sketch in because he needs this. He needs that. That's important. That's important to the design, clearly. And he's gonna have. I'm just trying to do very messy. Messy ponytail here in the front. I'm gonna define it a little bit better so that way he looks more complete. It's messy ponytail, cute face. All right, let's make it a little bit lighter because I do want to define it a little bit better. And because I didn't quite have an idea of what I want. I think that's gonna be perfectly fine. Adding a new layer and moving forward, I am going to kind of give him. Maybe it's just a little unkept. Like I suspected, you're probably not going to see too much of, well, at his ear at all. Which is, you know, perfectly fine with me. I have no problem not having to draw his ear or defining his ear further. Because this can be a pain to do. Let's get his bangs in there. Have it come. It is supposed to be quite messy, at least according to that reference. So we're gonna work on that. And have it messy and neat all at the same time, I guess. Trying to do this line justice. I'm gonna hide this layer real quick. And I think I'm gonna completely go in here and erase his ear. Bye-bye, ear. It was nice knowing you. Been fun. Bye, this is a beautiful time. There we go. And then back to his hair. And make a swoop going down here. See if I can get that, make that disappear. Bye. Some lines for the way that his hair is. We have this flick out too. A little bit, maybe. Gotta completely get rid of that little dot right there. That's good. He's got his hair up. He gets a hairline. Guys, he needs to have a hairline of some sort. And I didn't have to do anything else for him, for his ears. I mean, he's got lots of bangs. They're all in his face. And let's get the rest of his hair. I'm just gonna put it in his face. He's got that really messy anime guy hair that is just all in his face. And you know, that's okay. We can have that. We can have that messy hair. I'm not liking this side. I mean, this one was fine, but maybe something a little bit manages to make hair. All this different length for some people, right? So he had to have it cut that way, right? I'm not having an easy time with this other thing. 'Cause I can't really figure out. Can't come any lower than that. Let's just kind of do that with it. I actually like that. But let's curve a little bit slower with it. There. I think that looks good. Kind of wanted to try to match the length that I have going on the other side. I like that. I'm gonna bring this other bang up a little bit. And do his little hairline. That's turning out. I think that's turning out just fine. It's very messy bangs. They're very messy bangs indeed. But you know, it works for him. Don't think this would go like that at all. Maybe it would. Good. I gotta erase lines here from his forehead. That's not gonna work. There we go. Get rid of all that. Bye, Mr. Lion. There. It's funny, I sat here. I used the eraser on my my pen, and I wiped away erasing shreds that were not there, like a traditional artist would. You know, after so many years, I think I've been drawing digitally for like 15 years. And you would think after 15 years, I would have lost that habit, right? Clearly, I haven't at all. And I still do that till this day. And it's kind of funny just being a digital artist, still carrying on traditional artists habits that I had for like years, and it's still kind of. I'm just trying to sketch in his ponytail, and I give him kind of very kind of messy hair here. It kind of parted here in the middle. That doesn't quite look right. I have so much of his front bangs there that it covers up so much of his head. But that's okay. I'll fit that in and make that transparent. See if he has there. Let's make a new layer for that. If he has I forgot. The most important part of this hairstyle. This little... I've heard of the Japanese term for it. I can't even remember what it's called right now. But this little hair flip. Try to make it in a way that I prefer. Get rid of this little bit right there. Great, fantastic. And this doesn't need to be like that, but he does have, I'm gonna have him have a part going this way and going that way. I do need a smaller eraser. Let's go ahead and take that out there. Perfect. And have the rest of his hair, like I said, with our little picker here. We for our little challenge, we have for our little challenge here, we have this messy, but in a bun? No, in a ponytail, low ponytail. I didn't get the opportunity to make a man bun, and that can be, it's a little sad. It's okay. Everything will be okay. Maybe next time I get to draw a man bun. I don't know why I can't get this looking the way that I want. Let's do that. I think that looks fine. I need this gone so I can have the hair going the way that I want. Those bangs are just so much, but that's okay. He's just got so much hair in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and do his little ponytail. Here, you know, a little unkemptness. That little bit. It's a little too much. I'll fix it. Then see, this is why I end up with lots of little dots on my we can still have it go that way. But let's change that up. And where's his head? His head layer. Hello, where are you? There you are. Erase these extra lines. And those extra lines there. There you can see his little ponytail, his very messy hair, and I think for his hair, let me adjust it a little bit. Not his face. His face is perfect, just the way it is. I'm gonna adjust his hair a little bit. His bangs first. No. His bangs. I have to select the layer for that to happen. I wanted his bangs just to be maybe not such a large forehead, and maybe his bangs not being super puffy, you know. And then that means I either have to draw more to his hair in the back, or I can adjust it. Let's adjust it. Get that layer here. I'm still gonna probably have to draw a little bit more to his hair. I think that would look the most correct. And then I think that is good there. And then I'm gonna erase these lines here and kind of get rid of these lines there. Perfect. His bangs just kind of cover up everything. I don't have to draw anything at all for the back of his head. Yay. I think perfect. I don't need you, Mr. Reference, anymore. Not the hair. I definitely need that hair. No, the reference. Wait. I kind of feel like I need to adjust the back of his head here. I can delete this. I don't need that anymore right now. But I do need the back of his head. Where is it? There's... because I wanted to adjust it going back a little bit. Yeah? I don't know. It's these little adjustments, and maybe I even have to give him more of a head here. I think that's gonna be correct. But I think I have to adjust this a little bit so it's more in line with his hair. And I'm just gonna redraw this right there. It isn't an important detail though. It is an absolutely... Oh, this music is from Final Fantasy IX. I just gotten finished saying that I love Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy IX is so good. You know, when it first came out, maybe that some people didn't appreciate it as much, but I absolutely loved Final Fantasy IX. Behind 7, it was my favorite Final Fantasy. And I probably played Final Fantasy IX so much. I put so many hours into that game. And it was it was there are moments that were truly fantastic in that game, and I am doing a lot of adjusting, but mainly because I don't know if I quite like his face shape there a little bit, so I adjust it. I like that better. I think that looks so much better than it was just moments ago. And I think his head looks more proportionate with the rest of his hair. Alright. I've done his hair. I finished his eyes the way it is, the mount that was supposed to be, and everything. I think that's turning out quite well. I have to do his clothing now, and he's got to have like this two-tone puffy jacket. It reminds me, yet another Final Fantasy reference here. Reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII Squall. This music too. Oh, it's so good. Once again, this is Game Chops that's in here, and they do such a good job at that. All right, his clothing. That's what I need to worry about. Did I have any other things that I need to do? That's his eye color. I can do that later. Oops. That's his hair color. That's just his bangs. Skin color. More of his hair. Sketching for his hair, which I'll just end up deleting those layers. So his clothing. And I haven't forgotten yet that he has to be an angel. Look at that face, an absolute angel he is. So, So it kind of looks like he's got, I'm gonna give him a V-neck, just because. And I need to kind of have outlines as to where his shoulders are kind of at, and that's probably a little bit too much, but it's fine. It is a very puffy jacket, I guess. And it really does remind me of Squall. It's an open jacket, so we're gonna have it open. He's got a necklace which we will design. I can't for the life of me design jewelry for characters at all, but you know, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna go for it. And I'm gonna hide that layer for now. We'll get the colors. We want the colors to be the same. It's a puffy jacket. There's no rule that it can't have more to this collar, I guess. Whatever's going on. I kind of need to get like a reference. And I'm gonna actually kind of use Squall's jacket as a reference, because it's quite similar. So it doesn't have, or Squall, at least in this image that I'm looking at, doesn't seem to have a collar. So we're not gonna do that, but we're gonna kind of copy what we see here. Yeah, as far as like having just like two-toned colored brown jacket. Of it would have, trying to make something that makes sense here though, at least in this sketch, and then I don't have to worry about all these little details, because he's also gotta have wings, right? Because he's an angel, remember that was part of it. So work with this. That's his. Did I do? I did all of that on that layer. I hate when that happens. Oh well. I know how I can fix that, because guess what? It's not completely covering all of that. So Control Copy, Control V, and then go back on that layer and delete it. So that way it is, where in the world did there it is. So it is on a separate layer now. And that was a quite easy fix to do here. Alright. Let's put this layer underneath that one. Make a new layer on top. And someone did this kind of really cool cosplay version of it. I'm gonna kind of try to follow that as a reference for what I want to do for this. Let's make all that fluff. Now I'm not great at drawing in fluff, but I can sure as heck try. I mean, it's not a difficult task, but it is a task that I don't know. I have a harder time making look good, so that's okay. I have the fluff. Kinda. Oh, that works? I suppose. Even with a reference, this is kind of difficult. Interesting, I do have this brush, or this clothing fur brush. It's not here. That I downloaded a while back, and I wonder if anything can utilize it to get an idea of how I want to do this. I don't quite see it, but maybe something I'll think about adding here in the future. I don't draw a lot of fur items or clothing on my characters, so it's not like I utilize it all that often. I don't. Maybe I don't have it. It's fine. I can just draw it like I've been doing. Fur is one of those things that it is random in nature, right? Like when you're trying to draw it here is it's hard to do because humans very much want to work in patterns, right? And so it makes it's hard to not catch yourself drawing in a pattern for something that would normally be so random. I think that should be fine. The little reference that it gave me isn't super detailed, so my guess is that neither is, or I don't need to make him or his jacket super detailed. So let's have this fur going. Once again, this is one of those things that is hard to make look random when we want to work so much in patterns. So it's something that something that is that wouldn't have a pattern. You know, a discernible pattern to it. You know, it's just fur, right? So it's like if I were to draw a furry of some sort, that would also be difficult for me to draw because it is I'll do something I don't have a lot of practice with. Like I don't draw a lot of male characters. I want to do like a zigzag Z in here a little bit and kind of go lazy with that amount of detail. Let's get rid of this. Not that one. This blue. Where did that blue come? It's okay. And I'm gonna give him a bit of a V-neck. And that's not what that's supposed to look like. Get rid of this in this layer. That blue. And over here too. So many random bits here. So many. Alright, so he would have and V-necks have a tend to have something like this. Okay, was a V-neck shirt. And I'm gonna try to go no, that doesn't seem to look right. If that's his chest here, And then this would be right here. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining the stream. And how's your day today? I am just sitting here drawing this challenge. Can I draw? I know from Guilty Gear. Let me look him up. I know. Video game character. Oh, yeah, she's a... So I'm just pulling this up. So this is that character, I'm assuming. That would make a really great drawing. She's so good. It depends how far I get into this drawing that I am. I do want to finish the drawing that I am currently doing. And if I've got time, I would love to draw that character. She's a really interesting character. So I've been doing this little bit of a challenge. It's I've went and closed it, but I've have different parts that I was chosen basically at random. So I have to draw this little guy here, and then I could get into drawing that. So let me finish drawing his jacket. What layer was I on? This one, layer 3. There we go. And get him complete. He would have this here. So do you play Guilty Gear often? I've actually never played it before. It does, in fact, look like a fun game to play, that's for sure. There we go. I think this is gonna look fine, so that I can get to the process of coloring him. He is supposed to be an angel. That's the... I think I'll do the halo in coloring instead of doing it otherwise. So what layer am I on? Still on 3? Yes. Okay. And he's gonna have these wings. I'll give them more detail when I color it in, because it is gonna be one of those things that will look better if they have detail in the coloring. But let's just put that there for now, so then we know that's coming here soon. And he's gonna have a halo, but I'm gonna do that when I color it. So for this challenge, that's not it. I can go ahead and get rid of this reference. No, I need that for the colors. He's got white hair. This challenge, that is the color of the skin that we're going to do. And let's go ahead and start getting him colored. Oops, that's not what I want. Let's close off all of these so I can get a better idea of what I'm doing here. Okay, wonderful. And I'm gonna merge all my line art layers here, so that way they are all together. Merge visible layers. Now I can just reference that when I'm using the eraser tool. I should probably do that underneath that layer. let's use the bigger marker for this. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, come on. Give me a size that's usable that isn't too large. Why am I not able to color? Am I not? Oh, because I end up merging that layer. That's what I did. The white layer. That's why it wasn't showing up at all. We'll close that real quick and now merge the visible layers. Much better. Now I can get his skin tone in there. And I just like to very quickly color it on and then erase the lines on the outside. There we go. And I'm gonna have this on lots of different layers so I can be a little bit messy. Use our erase along the edge. Do I not have this reference? I do not. There we go. There we go. He is coming along. I don't need to erase all of this because it is something I'm going to color on top of anyways. So we're gonna do that for his face, and we are going to select his skin and let's get some shading on him. Let's do lighting coming from this direction here and get a deeper color here. And this will, trust the process, will look good when once I've blocked down all the colors here. And get some, like I said, we just have to trust this process. It will look good once I've had all this color blocked out. And just kind of have the light here. And it's gonna get there. There we go. Make sure that his face, and then we'll fix these lines up because this is not going to be the finish bit here. We're just getting some of the colors that we're gonna blend through here a little bit, and it's gonna get a little bit of a solid color here. So there we go. We've got, and I'm gonna blend that through here and try to get, you would have some shadows here and some shadows here. Nope, not there. And then an even darker shade going into here underneath his chin and into here. And we'll see that we're going to start to get, as I start to blend this, a little bit of better blend here in colors. We just really want to block out those shadows and add just a tad bit of lighting there. So now that I've got some of the shadows blocked out, cannot talk today. Let's get some of these shadows here on his nose a little bit. It would crease up here. And then some of the highlights. Which would come out here. And on his nose. And we forgot where his shadow on his upper lip will be here. And I swear this is going to all come out so good when it's done. Hopefully. Trying to wishful thinking, maybe? No, it will come out good. I just have to start the blending process in here in a little bit. Just so that he looks good there. Perfect. So now I've got that. We are going to start the blending. I'm going to go ahead and merge this with the layer below, so when I start to blend, I can pick up the colors underneath too. And so that way this will look better once it's all blended in. And I will do, oops, I don't want that to blend that way. Maybe I'll have to fix that with a different blender. Blend in some of these other colors. And use different blenders. Not that. There. I have there we go. And because, you know, humans have a variation of skin colors or colors in their skin, we gotta put that variation in. Oops, wrong. Yeah, that was the right one. In the skin here. And if you learn a little bit, oops, a little bit about art, you learn that you can get a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow in your forehead when we are let's color his lips in a little bit. Nope, don't like the way that was looking. And let's make this size just a little bit bigger. Get some of that color in, so it looks like skin and not something else, or that it looks like proper skin and not dull in color. Put a little bit of that reddish. Work in the shadows here. And give some of the highlight. Oops. Maybe with a different brush. Hello, hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. I am just sitting here finishing up a challenge. It's one of these click to get a different click to get like a different outcome. Oh, is it OC pause challenge? So that's what I'm finishing up right now. My day has actually been going so well so far. So it's actually been doing. I've been having a fantastic day. How about you? You've been doing well? I just gotta finish up him here and give him some more shadows. You just got the result of your exam. How'd that go? I hope it went well. Oh no, it's looking bad. I am so sorry to hear that. $450th on 700 persons. Oh, well, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully, maybe you can take a retake and study a little bit in between. You know, I've had some really bad exams in the past, and I had to take a writing test, I think 3 times in order to pass it. Writing is not my forte, so it can be quite difficult for me sometimes. So I had to take that quite a few times. So maybe you can retake your exam if it doesn't go too well. Since I've got the light coming in from this side's gonna have a bit more shadow. And not shadow, highlight. Alright, according to this, I need highlights up here too. Get a little bit bigger one. That's true. It's not the end of the world. You'll need to change the specialty you take next year. What are you studying, if I may ask? Okay, I have based almost done. Oh, medicine. Well, I took biology as a major in college, and while not technically the same field, I mean, medicine is a field of biology, but I had to take anatomy courses. So pharmacy, but it was a lot of work and it was very difficult. So I can see that. But you know, I had my cousin works in pharmaceuticals, and he actually really loves his work, and you might be really into it. You know, I don't know much of the plans that you'd like, but I am hoping the best for you. Okay, so according to my picker, That's the colors for the jacket. He's got to have purple eyes. So let's go into the eyes. And do this bright purple eyes. And then we'll do that for the next one. And let's get some darker shades for the pupils. There we go. I'm gonna go even darker with that. So the only reason you didn't take pharmacy yet was because your parents say it's not as good as medicine financially. You know, honestly, I will say that actually depends on what type of medicine you go into. Right, so I have heard, and I actually have quite a bit of family in medicine, and I don't like the way that's looking. My family, like nurses and such, there are, if you go into like, can't think, family medicine, the amount that you actually make can sometimes be less than the pharmaceutical. So it actually just depends. Surgeons are the ones that make a much larger amount in medicine. But if you're not going to go into surgery, then going into something else could actually be a lot less. But you know, you should also follow what you want to do, because in the end you've got to be the one that support yourself. I'm gonna give a little bit of a shine here, and you've got to be happy with what you're doing. I can see that there was a lot of years for me that I felt quite lost too, and you gotta kind of really do what makes you happy in the end, because your parents only support you so far. At first you took medicine because you didn't know what you wanted to do at the end of high school. I definitely feel that high school, while it preps you for general education for college, it doesn't really prep you for figuring out exactly what you want to do. And I can definitely see that being a problem. But you know, I went through lots of different career choices, and you know, sometimes you just have to feel it out. There we go. So we've got his purple eyes, and I'm actually gonna get a different pen here to make those highlights a little bit better. Not with the green, and with a different pen. I like to sometimes put a lot of different shine onto that. All right. Let's start working on. I have so much going on the outside of his face that I have to delete here. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. That's the correct layer. Let's combine this layer with that one. So that way when I erase this, this will look a little bit better. There we go. I'm gonna draw on top of that, so I don't even really have to worry about that. But I do have to worry about this little bit that didn't get colored. This happens to me sometimes. There we go. Should be okay. I'm fine. Alright, I'm liking that so far. I'm gonna put a little bit of shadow here. I'll probably go a little bit darker than that on his eyelid here. Okay, let's start getting that hair in. He's got... I'm gonna fix this a little bit. Blend that in a little bit better so it looks better. There. Much better. He's supposed to have, according to this OC... That way I can see what I'm doing a little bit. Because that the white is going to be more difficult to do. A little bit more difficult to see white on white. This is like a little bit creamier white here. There we go. I'm gonna go in and fix some of this a little bit better going into this. Finish that. Nope. I'm gonna have to go in and erase that. Hello, my cat. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat in the background, but Sammy is meowing like crazy. He wants attention, and right now, and I can't do that right now, Sammy. I'm so sorry. I'll fix this. I'll fix that over here. And fill in some of that. He is coming along right now. Come on. Get all of this little bit here. That's fine. I'll fix that. Looks like I need to... This line was a little bit weird in the first place. So go ahead and fix that there. And fix this here. There, I think my favorite part of this whole process is coloring the hair. I like to do all the hair shine and everything. There. Oh, his eyebrows. His eyebrows aren't colored in. They look weird right now because it's not finished. There we go. Sometimes what I'll do too after I've colored the hair is fix the face just a little bit if it doesn't quite go with the hair that I drew. So you say you didn't really understand the impact of your choice, so your parents kind of pushed you to take a hard and long path because supposedly have intellectual capabilities that are higher than normal, but they didn't take that you're a dumb asshole that isn't capable to study 10 hours per day. I would say that studying, I don't know much about the field of medicine, clearly, and I know that it takes a lot of study time, but sometimes it is the way that you study that is more impactful than studying for long periods of time. With the field of biology, I had to study a lot of subjects, but I just had to find ways that worked for me. I had to take anatomy, and that was a lot and everything, but it sometimes, like I said, it's the way that you study, not necessarily how much you study. Oh, I missed an entire spot right up here, so let me get that real quick. Let's now start with the shadows of our guy here. I have the light coming from this direction, so I want to stay with that. I might go with like a more blue tone and go much darker here for his hair. The shadows of his hair, I should say. Maybe that's too dark for that part. That was so much to handle. Like you're so much. Sorry. Like I was so much late that I needed to read as much as I could and just fill my brain with information. Yeah, I can definitely see how that's a lot to handle. And it's a lot of pressure, right? Like I don't like the idea of all clearly having to go through so much pressure. And what is relatively is a young age. I'm assuming you're much after high school, early 20s, and I don't know if some parents don't quite understand the amount of pressure that can be, and having to fill your brain with just lots and lots of information. I didn't like the hues. I might go with like a more purple hue instead of a more blue. This is all brown. Oh, it is still like a blue, but I'll lighten it up just a smidge because it's white hair, not blue hair. Well, I'm glad that you don't dislike pharmacy studies. It is a lot of biology. That is, out of all the subjects in school, was always my favorite. It's the one that usually came the easiest to me. So we have that in common. Yay. I do have, when I play games, it's a little bit easier to do the emotes. I have this one here is my favorite one. While drawing, it is a little bit more difficult because I am very focused on the drawing. I actually have quite a few. These are some of the more extreme ones, and they come out more with my gaming streams than than they do in the drawing one, because I am so much concentration, or concentrating very hard on the drawing part. Yeah, I've got so many different ones, and it makes me happy. Hi, thanks for the follow. And oh, that is you. I appreciate the follow. I really do. It does help. So I usually on Thursdays I do gaming videos, and on Tuesdays is when I do the art streams. I will normally stream a variety of games that I like. I like games like crafting games, not as much as Minecraft anymore, but like 7 Days to Dies, Raft, games like that, and then more laid back, casual type games. I've been actually really into the Infinity Nikki game, which is a dress up game, but it is so much fun. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, not a problem. I am more than happy to give any little bit of advice that I can. It is I have a bit of experience in life. I would say so, and I don't mind giving advice, or I try to be thorough with it and try to make it make sense, I guess. I'm gonna go with a little bit lighter blue here. And I also really appreciate everyone joining my stream. Yeah, this is not the first time I've had a bot come in, and I could ban this one, but it is they come back. They come back tenfold every time, and it gets to be one of those things that you almost can't keep up with all the banning, to be honest. But let's do this with his eyebrows. Although that bot is my bot. That bot is for advertising my commissions. Let's do a different layer so I can do more shadows here. There we go. Let's see. He would have some shadows in his bangs. The only problem is I might not be able to do... I could do highlights in the back. That could be fine. That's the wrong color. Let's do this lighter. I guess the problem with white hair is trying to figure out the highlights, but maybe if I just do like good shadows instead, it will look fine, and you can imply the highlights there that would normally I would add into it. Let's give that, let's use a thicker pen here. There we go. It still needs... There we go. Figured that he still needed a little bit more shadows. And I also need to have his hairline blend in. I'll go ahead and delete. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep that so I can do just a little bit more here. Because I figured if he's going to be an angel, maybe there's going to be some light. Rim lighting. A little bit lighter in color. So I can add that to his hair. Some demons. Yeah, what's kind of funny is that was one of the choices for this challenge, and I was kind of hoping to get a demon because I kind of wanted to draw one. But no, I guess not. Angel would work. There could be demons though. Oh, it's not colored in. That's why it looked weird. When we get some of these highlights and this yellow in his hair. And then blend in his hairline just a little bit. There we go. So it doesn't look so weird. That actually, I didn't like the way that looked. That happens to me a lot. I'll look at my artwork long enough that I'm like, I really don't like the way this is looking. And this part would have some deeper shadows. Am I not getting or coloring on that layer? Oh, I guess it's just kind of the same color. Where's his hair? This one. Select. Invert. Let's go darker with the shadows here. And then we can put some highlight in this portion of the hair. I still need to do a lot of shadows in his hair. Like I said, this is my favorite part, is doing the hair. Especially this part here. He would have, it's white hair, so we need that white coming through just a little bit here. Bit. Going a little bit darker. I didn't like the way I blended that there. I'll blend it out just a little bit better. Get in some of these darker colors here. A bit smaller on this brush. that's fine. Normally I would do a very bright highlight, and I might be able to do that here. Oh, I can. Let's do one closer. And maybe get one to show up here. Oh, it does. That's perfect. Oops. Like almost pure white highlights. And then these very dark shadows in here. I think I find coloring like white here the most difficult of all the things I color. Need someone have to set the hair again. Like I've done lots of different like variety of color, and I like how those can turn out. I think white kind of, I don't know, I have a harder time. Like I'm a little bit afraid to go in with some of these darker colors like I'm doing right now. But I can't forget those would really make the picture pop. And I might do like a multiply layer here. Yeah, and I know that's already starting to look better with the much darker shadows. I shade it with mostly blue at first. Get in some darker shadows. The music is fantastic. I agree. It is Game Chops on YouTube. They also might stream here on Twitch, but it is absolutely fantastic. I love listening to it while I'm streaming. Put some of these shapes in here, almost like a no, that's this way. Erase that. Oh, I know why that's doing that. It's the eraser that I have. Oh, it is from Pokemon. You're right. And it has been a while since I've actually played Pokemon. I haven't played a Pokemon game, I think, since Diamond, to be honest. That was some time ago. I will say. Or at least it feels like it was some time ago. Let's do... Although I absolutely loved Pokemon on all those Pokemon games. Did you have a favorite Pokemon game? Oh, I didn't want to. Let's keep on with these darker. Oh, Omega Ruby. Yeah, I don't think I played Omega Ruby at all. I played, like I said, the last one was Diamond, and it's been a little bit, to be honest. And although recently I gotten really into playing Power World, which has been a blast. It was your entire childhood. Yeah, it took up quite a bit of Pokemon. Did take quite a bit of time in my childhood as well. It I remember it being the card game. Should be darker. The card game being quite prevalent when I was younger. I didn't play a lot of the card game, but it was very popular. Oh, Skylanders. Yeah, I did not jump onto the Skylanders thing. I was already quite I was older. Not that you couldn't play the game at an older age. It's just that I think it was geared to a younger audience, much like Pokemon, of course. I do know a lot of people used to buy and collect those Skylander figurines that went with the game, which is a really cool concept. Let's see if I can get some pure white in here. I did a little bit. Oops, I completely did not mean to do that. There we go. And now I don't see. There we go. I closed out everything on there, but because I wanted to hit Control D, and I guess that ended up closing things out. There we go. I think the music now is from Wii, like the Wii or the Wii U. Okay, let's move on with his squall-like jacket here. Put a new... Oh, Wii Sport, yes. Yes, I played a lot of the Wii when I was younger, and I did play a lot of the Wii Sports for a little bit. I loved the bowling. I wouldn't go as far as a pro. I was not very coordinated, and I I don't think it did it worked out for me. You had the ball with the little stars. I don't know if I quite remember the way that one looked. Oh yeah, let's see if I can end up looking it up real quick. Bowling. And then star ball. Let's see if we can bring that here. And maybe it was this one. I don't know if that was the one that you were talking about, but I didn't have anything special like that for for Wii balling. Yes. Yeah, I didn't go that far into it. I think I like that for his hair, but maybe go see if I can get the colors for his. I also need to do the little bit of jewelry there. Yeah. Like, it's a new layer, isn't it? It is. I gotta be careful about not drawing on the same layer. No, that didn't work out the way that I would intend it with. Oh, I don't have the right eraser. Erase along the edge. Kind of worked out. I don't fill in my lines very much, so it doesn't work as intended, but it's pretty okay. And this is going to be a brown jacket with a black shirt. Go in and fix those problems. Nope. Doing fur is probably going to be the hardest part about shading this. That's okay. It will still turn out. It'll still look fine. There we go. I think that's going to be perfectly a-okay. Now let's go a little brown with the shading for the fur here. Let's do that a little bit. Kind of make the fur color kind of feel like all of this would be colored in. This is Final Fantasy IX now. I'd played so much of that game. And other than 7, it was one of my favorites. You wanted to ask why did I start to stream? I've been, in general, only been streaming for about 2 weeks ish, a little bit more than that maybe. And I wanted to start streaming because I want to promote my art. I do commissions here and there. I don't get a whole lot of traction, and I started promoting myself on Twitter, and I just kind of saw that other artists like myself was also promoting on, or like promoting their stuff via streaming. So I just thought, oh, that could be a lot of fun. And at first I wasn't even going to do the PNG tuber thing. I was just going to stream. And I end up, let's do a lighter color. I started doing like my first stream for fun, or one of my first streams for art was an art raffle that I'd done on Twitter, where I'd offer to draw someone's OC. And I spun the wheel on stream. I think I had a total of like 2 viewers, and I got a few followers from it as well, and everything. And not even the art raffle winner was watching, but I was okay with that. I knew that was going to be a possibility. But I still had a lot of fun with it. Most of the streams I'll end up talking to myself for the most part. But you know, there's something about it, and especially like playing the video games, and I just kind of got into it, I guess. Let's go with a lighter. So, yeah. That's kind of why I started streaming. And now for a lot of it, I do just for the fun of it. It can be a lot of fun to do. And part of it, I do quite enjoy talking with other people, meeting new people. I got to talk to you. So, right? This is the color I need. So you say, yeah, that you're impressed of the people that have the courage to start streaming, because even if you never did it, you heard about it and heard it is hard to begin, mostly talking to yourself and no one. That is absolutely true. Streaming can be hard to start, but yeah, I've spent hours just kind of talking to myself, and sometimes people will sit in the stream for like a second, and I get to say hi to them for a little bit, but it is it's one of those things that it's just how that is sometimes. But sometimes you just gotta do it. Sometimes you just, if that's something that someone wants to do, you just start, and you don't worry about like your equipment. You don't worry about, you know, well, do I have to stream in front of no one for hours or anything? I don't. Like right now I'm working on a VTuber model of my very own that will move and stuff, which make doing the art streams a little bit easier. But it's so much work. It has been this chore, because you have to do every little part, every little thing on it. yes, I am. I am mostly doing it for fun because I personally just just like sharing my art, and if one person sees it, that's that's great, and I'm happy with that alone. Would I like more people to see? Of course I would, but like I said, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing and just streaming here for the fun of it. If I keep doing it long enough, maybe one day I will have more viewers that will get to enjoy my art as much as I do. I and I think if you don't do streaming for mostly for the fun of it, you get bored of it quickly, I believe. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Uh, you, like I said, you ought to be here instead of my gaming streams. I think they're fun. Sometimes I game with friends and stuff, and they could be a lot of fun. I'm much more talkative and able to emote a little bit more than I do in my art streams. But, well, look at this. I completely did not color that in. There we go. So those are kind of fun. Sometimes I just stream for fun randomly against what my schedule says. But I will always stream during my scheduled times. So that I at least try to be at least try to do that. I want a darker version of that color, not there we go. Oh, fine. Yeah, that looks fine. Good. I think all that back there would be in shadow. Yes. And then just kind of... Nope. I don't want to erase it. And then go in with a highlight. Let's do more saturation for the highlight. Actually, I wanted to take this into a different layer. But I really appreciate you hanging out and talking with me. It does give me things to talk about other than what I'm doing on stream. I appreciate that because sometimes it's hard to keep going, hard to think of things to talk about. Sometimes I'll remember little stories of things that have happened to me that week, and I will talk about that. I'll randomly talk about what I like about drawing and get a different color here. But sometimes it's hard to go for hours and on end. Nope. I want there. Then get a different brush. Let me get the flat marker. Select this color here and go a little bit smaller with it. get some blending, but not like a... not like completely blended in. I kind of like the way that it looks when it's not completely blended in. And then go much darker with the colors back here. That, I think, looks pretty good. Go around the edges. And then maybe do a little bit of the highlight color in there. There. Now the last part of this jacket. Not that. We can delete that layer. This jacket. That's hair. Delete that so I don't keep... It's this brown color here. There we go. And let's first fill in all the color on a different layer, of course, and not on top of everything else. Messily put that on there. And try to get all the little ridges. So that way it looks good. Coming out. He's coming out quite nicely. When I do the wings, I'll be getting there. Just go in a little bit close. Oh, the Legend of Zelda music is so calming and nice. And they really do. This YouTube channel does a really great job with this music and remixing it. There we go. And let's get some shadows. Shadows. Where? I would need a new layer for that, don't I? Get a new brush. And color this in here. And all of this. I know I kind of cut it off there, but I might end up cutting this whole thing off here at the bottom. Put shadow underneath his little thing. Let's get a bigger one and do just a little bit more shadow back here. Oh. And go over some of this and close, should not shine, but at least like reflect light just a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. Have it reflect a little light, not too much, but not too shiny. And then going in with some much darker colors here for the shadows. And we're gonna do a whole lot for his jacket. Well, this is the colors that they provided for this challenge, so I'm gonna stick with it. I wouldn't quite choose this color, but that's what I'm going with now. So I don't know if I like the combination that much, but it's okay. I think it works. I think it's absolutely fine. Yeah. And then he's got a jacket underneath. So let's do a layer for the jacket. And I'm just gonna... I'll erase all this in a minute. Go in with that. There we go. That's looking fine. I have to do that necklace that he's wearing, and I haven't done it yet. But this is like a purple. I just color picked it, but it did look quite black before. That's fine. I could put a little bit of a lighter color here because it would have that, and this would be a little bit brighter there. All right. Moving forward. I think that's good there. I have, where is this wing that's clipping through this picture? I think it's back, I thought it was a part of the line art, so maybe it actually is, and I have to yet erase that part there. Where is my line art lines? Here we go. I might do more with his eyelashes a little bit here on this layer above it, so it stands out. I mean, he's an angel. He's gotta have eyelashes. Well, I mean, everyone has eyelashes, of course. But I want it to stand out more. And do some of these shadows a little bit, a little darker. That would come through. Let's see, I need to get a smaller eraser, not the erase along the edge. I need to erase this line where it's a guide for the wing. There we go. And alright, the last piece of this challenge that I have to do here is the wings and his halo, and that's the last thing I'm going to do for this drawing. It is the color combinations. I'm not too happy with it, but it's fine. It's coming out. Let's go ahead and do. Let's do a marker. Oh, this should probably be behind everything else. I'm gonna just kind of block in some color here and do the same here. And then erase these lines here. And he would have block in the where the feathers are going to go. So that I can put in these wings. And then go in maybe with a little bit smaller wing or smaller brush. And go in with some finer brushwork here. I like that yet. We'll see. Maybe I don't. Maybe I redo the whole thing. I haven't decided yet. Let's go in with a lighter kind of gray and kind of fill this in and see how I wanna do that a little bit. There, so the wings come in a little bit better here. Okay, go ahead and get rid of this. Oh no, I don't want to get rid of that. So I'm going to first draw in his wings a little bit. I'm not the greatest with wings, I'll be honest. It is difficult sometimes to do. Let's do this. Try to define like I kind of just want to be a little lazy about the wings. I gotta look up wings and see. I don't even really know what I'm drawing. What I'm drawing here. Oh, and I got the chicken wings instead of angel wings. So let me get to the line art. Maybe I'll fix some of this with a little bit of line art. If I can find the line art. I don't see where. Oh, there it is. Let me erase some of this. So then I can kind of just work them in there. So it kind of looks like what I need to do is take this pen and they would have lines like that. We'll just do it like highlights of the wings. And maybe go a little bit smaller with these lines here. And kind of like he would have his feathers going down here. So I'm going to use these this white to highlight what his feathers, where his feathers would be. I think that's a little bit better. And then kind of do the same here. And maybe it's okay to be a little messy with this. Here, and just kind of, because it wouldn't be an exact pattern here, so and then I now have these stripes here going that way, but that's okay. We're gonna ignore that. A little bit here and go and just kind of color on top of what I'm drawing here, and I can ignore the work that I did before. Oh, these should be longer. And then take a marker, a different marker, and just kind of follow on top of this what I add. Like I said, wings maybe not my forte, but we are gonna follow this challenge as far as it will take me and do the very best that I can do here. Instead of like just giving up on the wings. Is it gonna look perfect? No. That's okay. You know, sometimes the art doesn't have to look perfect all the time. We don't have to go for this perfect look every single time. We can do this very incomplete or not perfect look. Fine. These wings don't need to look perfect. Maybe I'll look at a tutorial at some point on how to draw wings and stuff. I'm gonna adjust my canvas a little bit. Let's select view. I didn't finish his arm here, and I'm fine with that. I'm gonna cut that off here in a second. Where is edit? Change canvas size. I'm gonna cut him off here. And then get rid of or maybe make it a different color. There. Like I said, the wings aren't the best and everything. That's okay. we have put a great deal of effort into this guy here. And maybe I think there's a reason I don't draw men very often. I'm much better at of doing female characters, but you know, sometimes we have the, well, stretch your wings a little bit, right? That's not doing anything on that layer. And just kind of work on things outside of your comfort zone, and that's what I did today. Is it the best thing I've done? No, I don't think so, but you know, it's okay. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be the best thing I've done or the best work that I have put forth. I'm okay with it not turning out exactly the way I expected. I do, you know, I do still like sharing my work, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way I expected. That's just lines. I'm just erasing lines, aren't I? I didn't want to do that. Why is it that I'm having difficulty, I don't know, getting the colors that I want? Let's get this. Or not. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe if I do it and then just make the line right here. For the rim lighting? No, I don't like that on his nose, but it's fine on his chin. Maybe I can define a little bit of more of his chin. Go ahead and do this halo and call this image done. Probably didn't turn out exactly like I was kind of aiming for. Maybe I'll fix it, the coloring, after I get done with stream and put a little bit more effort into it and such, and then it can look a little bit better. Hey there, welcome back. He's not coming out the way that I expected, but it's fine. I'm gonna end up blurring this whole thing, so it's okay if this part's pretty messy. I appreciate it. I'm typically my harshest critic. I think drawing on stream for one of the first few times is more difficult. Select. Let me see if I can. I think sometimes nerves make it more difficult for me to color and draw when, like, if I'm just kind of sitting in my room listening to music on my own. I think distracting is the talking a little bit, but I enjoy sitting here and talking. And I want to blur this layer. I can do it with this instead and just no. I think if I do it like this, that should be fine. Kind of blending straight into the green a little, or the blue, making a little bit of green, and then getting a very thin white brush here. Oh, that's not bad. The halo came out pretty okay. I put the halo on the back layer. That's okay. Let's get a much brighter color here so it glows a little bit. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yep. I think that's the part that I like the most, is the shining effect of his halo. Of the whole thing. No, that's not right. I went and was gonna erase this whole thing. And just kinda, it's funny because I did this on the background later, but I'm not gonna go and delete it now. I can just add the glow on top of it. Do I stream often? I actually quite do. While I have a set schedule for Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, 11 to about 2 in Eastern Standard Time, I will often jump on stream and play a game in the afternoons or evenings throughout the week, especially on the weekends. So you can catch me at a lot of different times. Definitely every Tuesday and Thursday, but many other times after that as well. I think I'm gonna add another effect here, or add some glow here. No, not a problem. I appreciate it. I'm just about done with stream anyway, so I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I would appreciate it. I would love to see you there. See you. Have a great day. I am gonna call this picture done for now. I may try to redraw this later. Maybe I get a better version. I will count this as like a rough draft number 1 and try to do something else. I was gonna attempt to draw another picture before the end of the stream, but it is 2, which is normally the time I need to get off. So the other request that I got, I will definitely try to put that in for the drawing I do next week. Well, I appreciate everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time.